All right, Camp Griddle more. A few months ago, we did a simple, humble recipe called Happy Camper Cornbread that a lot of you liked.
Ooh, a lot, thousands.
Thousands. It went almost viral.
Oh, yeah.
But we did get some comments saying that it could be elevated a little bit, and maybe we could add something to the top.
They were requesting that you elevate it?
They requested elevation.
Let's do that.
They requested elevation. So Sean and I hitchhiked here all the way to Florida to get some help from Chef Nathan Lippy to elevate our Happy Camper Cornbread. And I don't know what he's going to do with all of these ingredients.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. We'll just show you.
We're going to find out. So let's get camping and let's get cooking. All right, Chef Nathan, my cards are on the table. I told you what I'm doing with the cornbread. What are you going to put on top to make this a fusion?
Play around too much. It's not really shakshuka. It's close to a traditional shakshuka, but essentially what it is it's roasted tomatoes and herbs and then eggs cooked in that.
What it is too many syllables for me, so I'm going to call it Hungry Camper Cornbread. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that works.
All right, let's get it started. All right, the first thing we're going to want to do is preheat our pizza oven to about 400 degrees. Now, when I did this on the tabletop pizza oven, I went up to 500 degrees. This is a different beast here. We're going to go to 400. Then we're going to put our mix together. We're going to use one package of the Jiffy corn muffin mix.
I love that.
Okay, one package of the corn muffin mix, 1/3 cup of milk.
Wait, it's not cornbread mix, it's corn muffin.
It actually says on the box, corn muffin mix. I thought I was getting the wrong thing, but I didn't. We're gonna go 2 eggs. We're gonna dice up 8 pieces of Canadian ham.
No eggshells, please.
We're not gonna drop any eggshells in there at all, because I never do that. And then we're gonna do almost a full cup of shredded cheddar. It kind of depends on what you want.
The ham and the cheddar, this is like not your average
It's rich,
cornbread.
it's comforting, it's comfort food, it's
Loaded
Americana. Once the oven hits 400, we're going to put our butter in, and we're going to put the butter in and the pan for just about a minute to melt the butter. Then we're going to pull it out and swirl that butter all around, and then we're going to put in our Hungry Camper Cornbread mix and spread it evenly across the entire deep dish
bubbly
pizza
butter
skillet.
around the edges. It's just fun to watch.
And you almost want to be careful with how much butter, because if the butter comes and overlaps the mix, then it could burn a little bit.
I'm never afraid of too much butter.
I'm not either. But make sure you get the mix over the butter. Then we're gonna go about 6 to 7 minutes, depending on how hot the pizza oven is, and we're gonna pull this out, and it's gonna smell amazing. And then it's gonna be time for Chef Nathan Lippy to take over and take this to the next level.
You know, you said all like Americana, and obviously I thought Italian. That's how I wanted to pair this up.
It's not where my mind went.
I've got some pancetta in a little cast iron, and I'm gonna let that start to render out. What I'm really after is the fat, but I do want it to be crispy. So let it go 4 or 5 minutes. Like, take your time with this, even and crispy.
What temperature roughly?
Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter. Like, fly by the seat of your pants. Let's stick around 400.
Okay.
Let's do that. You'll be at 400, I'll be at 400.
Okay.
Also, if you have 2 pizza ovens, use both.
Flex, Blackstone pizza oven flex.
Now we're gonna add some grape tomatoes to this and some garlic. Give it a mix so that the tomatoes start roasting in the pancetta fat and the garlic starts to get soft. Another 4 minutes or so. I think we're like probably right about the same amount of time for your cornbread.
For both, yes.
So if you're doing this at the same time, it's coming out at the same time.
I can smell it, it smells so good.
When they start to get all bubbly and gorgeous, that's where we're gonna add our herbs. I've got basil, some flat leaf parsley, and some oregano. I don't wanna add the herbs too soon because they'll lose all their color, all that vibrancy. I wanna wait until this part. So I'm adding it here with some salt and pepper and let that cruise for just a couple more minutes.
Now your list of ingredients is a little bit longer than my list of ingredients on the cornbread. I'm just trying to create a solid foundation.
I know,
so you can create your magic.
See, it's because you care. It's because we're friends.
It's because I do care. It's because I want to
camp friends.
Hungry camper. It's because I want to eat your food.
Yeah, that's
my friend.
probably it. The last little piece I need to do, pull that out and kind of mash the tomatoes around just a little bit. You'll notice how much juice came out. We're gonna poach our eggs in that roasted garlic tomato juice. So make 2 little holes, crack your eggs in, and then season just a salt and pepper. You don't want to have non-seasoned eggs. Throw that back in. 3 minutes later, we're all done.
And we're looking for runny eggs. You asked me, you're like, oh, are you okay with the eggs being runny? And I was like, of course I want the eggs to be runny. I want them to spill out on the cornbread.
You could go longer if you wanted, if you're not into that sort of thing, like delicious flavor.
This looks amazing. Dare I say that I don't think anyone has ever made this exact dish before?
I've never seen it. It must have been us.
All right, let's dive in and take a taste. Chef Nathan, this is like a magical fusion, and I'm just praying that my cornbread is a solid foundation to your magic.
It was. It smells magical. It looks
Let's
magical.
go. You take the first bite.
Where do you go? Tomatoes, garlic? Where do you go first?
Everything.
Everything? Here, cut the yolk. Let's say we did in the egg. There she is.
Oh, it's magical.
Wow. Come on now.
This is Hungry Camper
Sean,
Cornbread.
Do you see this, Sean? Right there. I'm really glad you went with Jiffy.
So it's like American comfort food. How would you describe what you just put on top?
It's all fusion. It's everything mixed together. We have American-style cornbread, Canadian bacon, Italian shakshuka. That's not really shakshuka. It's close, though.
This is so delicious.
You know, my good friend Norman Van Aken always talks about blending things that you really like. There's no reason why it can't go together, and I never thought to do cornbread breakfast, or at least cornbread shakshuka.
Chef Nathan Lippy, Brother Nathan Lippy.
Yep. Oh, making my
This was an honor cooking with you. This is so delicious.
Thank you.
Really hope to do this someday with you at the campground.
I would love to. Today, next time.
We'll see all of you at the campground.